ஆழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், திருமிழிசை ஆழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம், பெரியவாச்சான் பிள்ளை திருடிகளே சரணம். ஸ்ரீசைலேஷ தயாபாத்திரம் தீபக்தியாதி குணாண்டமம் யதீந்திர பிரவணம் வந்தே ரம்ய ஜாமாதரம் முனிம் ரம்ய ஜாமாதரி யோகீந்திர பாத ரேகாமயம் சதா ததாயத்தாத்ம சத்தாதிம் ராமானுஜ முனிம் பஜே. லக்ஷ்மீநாத சமாரம்பாம் நாத யாமுன மத்தியமாம் அஸ்மத் ஆச்சாரிய பரியந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம். यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुज युग्मरुक्म व्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणायमेने अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोऽस्य दैहिकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये. मातापिता योतयस्तनयाविभूतिः सर्वं यदेव नियमेन मदन्वयानां माद्यस्य न कुलपतेरुकुलाभिरामो श्रीमत्तदङ्घ्रियुगडं प्रणमामि मूर्ध्ना. भूतं शरश्च महताह्वय भटनाथ श्रीभक्तिसारकुलशेखर योगिवाहान् भक्ताङ्घ्रिरेण परकाल यतीन्द्रमिश्रान् श्रीमत्पराङ्कुशमुनिं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यम्. கருச்சந்த பொழில்தழுவு தாரணியின் துயர்தீர திருச்சந்த விருத்தம் செய் திருமழிசை பரன்வருமூர் கருச்சந்தும் காரகிலும் கமழ்கோங்கும் மணனாரும் திருச்சந்தத்துடன் மருவு திருமடிசை வளம்பதியே. உலகம் மழிசையும் உள்ளுணர்ந்து தம்மில் புலவர் புகழ்கோலால் தூக்க உலகு தன்னை வைத்தெடுத்த பக்கத்தும் மானீர் மழிசையே வைத்தெடுத்த பக்கம் வலிது. In the Divyaprabandham series of lectures, we've been enjoying Tirumalizhai Alvar's Thiruchchandha Viruththam. This is a very beautiful Prabandham, which is filled with a lot of philosophical aspects. Next to Thiruvaimozhi, this Thiruchanda Viruththam is discussing a lot of Vedanta principles. So we've been enjoying this Prabandham with the help of Periyavachan Pillai's commentary, along with the help of Puttur Swami's simple explanation for the commentary. We've seen up to the 5th pasuram. Now we'll continue on with the next set of pasurams. 6th pasuram. நாகமேந்து மேரு வெற்பை நாகமேந்து மண்ணினை நாகமேந்து மாகமாக மாகமேந்து வார்புணல் மாகமேந்து மங்குள் தீயோர் வாயுவைந்து அமைந்து காத்து ஏகமேந்தி நின்ற நீர்மை நின்கணே இயன்றதே. This is the 6th pasuram. In this pasuram, we see Nagam few times, but each Nagam, in Tamil we say only Nagam, but in Sanskritam it is pronounced differently depending on the particular letter, alphabet which is used. So each Nagam has different meaning. So we will see the introduction given by Periyavachan Pillai first. In the previous pasuram, Alvar explained Bhagavan's Sakala Adharatvam. That is, he is the one who is supporting everyone, who is holding everyone. And this comes based on his Sakala Antaryamitvam. That is, being the Antaryami, indwelling super soul of everything. So that is explained in the previous pasuram. Now, in this pasuram, Alvar is considering that Bhagavan has posed a particular question. That question is, in this world, we see that there are entities which are supporting each other. There are some entities which support other entities, and there are entities which are supported by other entities. So, is it not seen in this world? Asks Bhagavan. For that, Alvar responds in this pasuram that Your Highness know about this very well, that in Vedantam, it is very commonly said that Your Highness is the sustainer, is the one who is holding everything, everyone. So this concept of being the sustainer of everything is fully present on Your Highness only. This Sarva Adharatvam, that is being the sustainer of everything, that is being the one on whom everything rests, that cannot be present in anyone by their own endeavor. Even if they support some other entities, if they have other entities resting on them, that is because of Bhagavan's mercy upon them. Only because of Bhagavan's mercy they are able to sustain and hold other entities. Naturally, they don't have that ability, says Alvar in this pasuram. Let us see the word by word meanings. Nagamendum aga. Aga means divine body. Nagam here is Adishesha, Thiruvananthalvan. So, one who is having divine form which is sustained, which is held by Adishesha. Nakam. After that, there is Nakam. That is Swargam. That is the higher worlds. Yendu, sustaining. Meru, the mountain named Meru. Verpai, that Parvatam, that mountain. So that Parvatam, Meru, is the one which is sustaining Swargam. It is like an anchoring mountain. And that Parvatam, that mountain, is held by the elephants which protect the directions. So Nagam, the Diggajas, the protectors of the different directions, Yendu, held by them. Or alternatively, here Nagam again means Thiruvananthalvan, Adisheshan. So this Thiruvananthalvan, Yendu, that is Adishesha, Yendu, he is holding, sustaining Maninai. Maninai means the earth, which includes the Meru mountain also. So, this is the second explanation for Nagamendu Manninai. Then, Maga. Maga means Paramapadam, the spiritual sky, the Sri Vaikuntham. Magam, Akasha, the sky. Yendu, held by, that is, the sky is holding Var, the water which is flowing, Funal, the water that is Ganga. All of these, Makam, by the Akasham, by the sky, Yendu, held, Mangul, the clouds, Ordi is Vaishvanara Agni, the fire known as Vaishvanara fire. Vayu Aindu, the 5 different types of pranas, that is prana, apana, udana, samana, dhyana. These 5 different types of vital air. Amaindu, being situated in the dharma of protecting all of these. Katu, protecting all of these, preserving all of these. Ekam, being a singular person. Yendi, holding all of these. Nindra, standing. Nirmai, your quality. Ninkane, on you only. Iyendrade is present. So here, Alvar is saying that, one who is held by Adishesha, one who is holding up all the different entities such as Paramapadam, the higher planets such as Swarga, and then the different entities which are present in the sky, that is Ganga and so on, and then the clouds, and then the fire, and then the Panchavritti Prana, the 5 types of vital air. So all of these are preserved, protected by Bhagavan. So that is explained in this pasuram. And what an amazing quality is this? That is the question being asked by Alvar in this pasuram. So this is 6th pasuram. So in all of these pasurams, Bhagavan being Antaryami of all of these different entities, protecting them, preserving them, holding them up, all of these are explained. So this is 6th pasuram. Next, 7th pasuram. ஒன்றிரண்டு மூர்த்தியாய் உறக்கமோடு உணர்ச்சியாய் ஒன்றிரண்டு காலமாகி வேலை ஞாலம் ஆயினாய் ஒன்றிரண்டு தீயுமாகி ஆயனாய மாயனே ஒன்றிரண்டு கண்ணினானும் உன்னை ஏத்த வல்லனே. In this pasuram, Alvar is looking at Bhagavan and looking at Bhagavan's greatness. Alvar is amazed and Alvar is declaring that even Rudra cannot praise you comprehensively because he cannot understand you fully. So that is the context of this pasuram. Let us see the introduction section given by Periyavachan Pillai. Now Bhagavan asks Alvar, I can be understood by knowledge. Now, if someone is not understanding me, isn't that a shortcoming in Jnanam and Shakti? Jnanam is knowledge and Shakti is ability. So, isn't that a shortcoming in Jnanam and Shakti? If somebody is unable to understand me, asks Bhagavan. For that, Alvar is saying, and Bhagavan is asking, why are you saying, who can understand me? Who can understand Bhagavan? Why are you asking that? If someone has knowledge, they can understand me, says Bhagavan. For that, Alvar is responding, you are taking birth in different species, as if you are one of that species, and you are protecting all of the people of this world. This aspect of you cannot be understood by even Rudra, who has got great knowledge and great ability. So that is the message of this pasuram. Let us see the word by word meanings. Ondru, being the primordial Vishnu Murti, Vishnu form. Irandu Murtiyai, being the secondary forms, Brahma and then Rudra. So Bhagavan is present as Antaryami in Brahma and Rudra also, and he is having these forms as Brahma and as Rudra. These are his secondary forms. They are not his divine aprakrita forms like Vishnu form. So being all of these different forms, three forms, that means being Vishnu as he is and having Rudra and Brahma as his body. So being in these three forms, Urakamodu for Nidra, that is sleep, which is representing Ajnanam. And then Unarchiyai. Unarchi means alert state, the state of awareness, that is knowledge. Sleep equals ignorance. Being alert equals knowledge, awareness. So being Unarchiyai. So being the controller of both ignorance and knowledge. Ondirandu kalamagi. Ondru, irandu, that is 1 plus 2. That is 3 different types of times. That is Sattva, Rajas, Tamo. These 3 qualities are present in different times. So, being the controller of 3 types of times, where Sattvagunam is predominant, where Rajogunam is predominant, where Tamogunam is predominant in those times. So these 3 types of times, being the controller of that. Velai, by ocean, Nyalam Ayinai, being the controller of earth. Nyalam means earth. Earth is surrounded by ocean and Bhagavan is the controller of earth also. Ondirandu Thiyumagi. 3 types of fires are usually highlighted. They are used by Vaidikas, people who follow Vedam. That is Avahaniya, Ahavaniya, Garhapatya, Dakshinagni. So being the controller of these 3 types of fire, Ahavaniya, Garhapatya, Dakshinagni. So being the controller of all these types of fires, Ayanaya, being all of these, being the controller of everything, you also incarnated as Krishna in the cowherd clan. Mayane, oh amazing personality. Ondirandu Kanninanum, one who is having 1 plus 2, 3 eyes, that is Trinetra, Rudra, who is the bestower of knowledge. In this world, if someone wants knowledge, they go to Rudra usually. So, that Rudra, Unnai, you, Yeta, to praise. Vallane, is he capable? No, he is not capable, says Tirumizhi in the 7th pasuram. Next, 8th pasuram. ஆதியான வானவர்க்கும் அண்டமாய அப்புறத்து, ஆதியான வானவர்க்கும் ஆதியான ஆதினி, ஆதியான வானவானர் அந்த கால நீ உரைத்தி ஆதியான காலனின்னை யாவர் காண வல்லரே. Again, Bhagavan being the controller of various entities, aspects, that is explained in this pasuram. Let us see the introduction section. Now, Ubhay Vibhuti, that is Nitya Vibhuti, Leela Vibhuti, all the entities which are present in these two Vibhutis, for their satta, that is existence, for all of those existence, and then Karya, Karana, Ubhaya Avastamana Leela Vibhuti. Leela Vibhuti is in multiple forms. That is Karana form, Karya form, and Ubhaya form. Karana form is Mula Prakriti, primordial matter, which is the source, origin of everything. Karya form is the transformed matter. That is whatever we see in this current world. Everything is Karya form, Karya matter. And then Ubhaya Avastha matter. That is the Panchabhuta, which is considered as result of transformation from Mula Prakriti. And the same Panchabhuta is also explained as the source for whatever things which we see, whatever entities we see in this world today. So, being the controller of Leela Vibhuti, which has these 3 types of entities. And who is the controller of that? Kala Tattvam. The time is controlling all of these entities in this Leela Vibhuti. And that time is under the disposal of you, your highness. So, such you, can just Rudra not capable or not able to praise you? Is it only Rudra who is unable to praise you? That is the question. And Alvar is saying, no. In this entire Nitya Vibhuti, Leela Vibhuti, everywhere, there is no one who can understand your greatness, your qualities. That is the message in this pasuram. So, in the previous pasuram, it was said that Rudra cannot understand, conceive Bhagavan's qualities or greatness. Here, in both Nitya Vibhuti and Leela Vibhuti, not just Rudra, no one can understand and comprehend Bhagavan's abilities and Bhagavan's nature. That is the introduction section for this pasuram. Adiyana. Let us see the word by word meanings. Adiyana, the doers of Jagat Srishti and so on. Vanavarkum, Brahma, etc. all the Devatas. So Devatas are given the responsibility of creation and many other aspects in this world. So for those Devatas, and Andamaya. Anda is indicating Leela Vibhuti. Anda generally means oval-shaped universe, but it indicates the entire Leela Vibhuti. For the Leela Vibhuti, Apuratu, beyond the Lila Vibhuti. What is there? That is Paramapadam is there. Apurat means the Paramapadam where Bhagavan is present. Who is that? Where the Nityasuris are present. Who are the Nityasuris? That is highlighted here. Adiyana, the Jagatkarana Bhuta. Jagatkarana Bhutas, that is the persons who are responsible for the creation of this Leela Vibhuti. Nitya Vibhuti remains always firm, unchanging. But Leela Vibhuti is often destroyed and created. So those who are controlling those Nityasuris, for them also, Adiyana, being the origin, controller. Adiyana, Adi, the primordial Lord. Ni, you are that person. That is Bhagavan. Alvar is saying this to Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is the primordial person who is controlling the Nitya Suris, who are controlling the creation and so on of this universe, where in each of the universes, Brahma and other Devatas are managing creation and so on. So Bhagavan is at the top of the hierarchy. He is at the highest level. So being the such person, you, Adiyana, being the creators of this world, Vana, for the higher worlds, Vana, that is the leader of such higher worlds, that is Brahma and so on. For them, there, Andakalam, the time of their lifespan coming to an end, that time, Ni Uraiti, you have mercifully told that. That is, Bhagavan has said in many occasions, when the creation will happen, when the annihilation will happen, and so on. Adiyana Kalam, the controller of Pralayam, that is the time of deluge, total deluge. Ninnai, you, Yavarkana Vallare, who can see you, who can understand your greatness? In the previous Pasuram, it was said that Rudra cannot understand. Now Alvar is saying nobody can understand your greatness, says Alvar in this Pasuram. One thing which may be difficult to understand here is the Nityasuris are said to be creators of this world. They are said to be the controllers of creation activity. Now, that has to be understood in context. In some Upanishads, such as the Astra Bhushana Adhyayam in Sri Vishnu Puranam, it is said that different aspects of Bhagavan, like the Kaustubha Mani, like the Srivatsa mole, all of these are representing different entities in this Lila Vibhuti. That is, Kaustubha Mani is representing the Jivatmas. Srivatsa Maru, the mole, is representing the Achit. And in this manner, different entities are related to different aspects of Bhagavan. They are connected to different aspects in this samsara. So, because they are the controller of that particular entity in this Lila Vibhuti, they are said to be the cause, that is sustainer. So that is the main reason why here the Nityasuris are said to be the Karana Bhutas, because usually Bhagavan is the Jagat Karana Bhuta, there is no doubt about it. But these Nityasuris are given certain responsibility for these Atmas and Achit and other matter. So that is the principle which has to be understood in this 8th Pasuram. So we've seen up to the 8th Pasuram. In the coming days, we will see the next set of Pasurams. Alvar Thirudigade Sharanam, Tirumizhi Alvar Thirudigade Sharanam, Emberumanar Thirudigade Sharanam, Periyavachan Pillai Thirudigade Sharanam, GR Thirudigade Sharanam, GR Thirudigade Sharanam, Puttur Swami Thirudigade Sharanam. பல்லாண்டு பல்லாண்டு பல்லாயிரத்தாண்டு பல கோடி நூறாயிரம் மல்லாண்டு தின்றாள் மணிவண்ணா உன் சேவடி செவிதிருக்கா படியோமோடும் நோடு பெருவெண்ணி ஆயிரம் பல்லாண்டு வடிவாயினின் வளமார்பினில் வாழ்கின்ற மங்கையும் பல்லாண்டு வடிவார் சோதி வளத்துறையும் சுடர் ஆழியும் பல்லாண்டு படகோர் புக்கு முழங்கும் அப்பாஞ்ச சன்னியமும் பல்லாண்டே.